and I'm not real clear when you had said all fear is fear of death, fear of dying. And I'm really starting to get with the whole sanskaras and trying to practice replacing that. But where does, and I think what I'm attached to is that fear of abandonment.
That?
Fear of abandonment.
Yes, okay. So all the fears, we say fear of abandonment, losing job, or this, or insecurity, is fear of death. All are secondary fears of death. And fear of death is inevitable in all the living creatures. That is Patanjali says. So everyone has fear of death. Animals have fear of death, and that is necessary for survival. So for us, everyone has fear of death. But as you get closer and closer to yourself, to permanent self, then impermanent things look impermanent, and you see it's impermanent, then fear goes away. Okay, so like, for example, if you become aware of self with meditation and you say body is constantly changing, body is going through old age, disease, and will die. So that understanding comes, then you don't hang on to all other things. So you don't have as much fear of death. But those who consider, I'm beautiful, I want to stay beautiful, I'm strong, I want to remain strong, I'm wealthy, I want to remain wealthy. When they're attached to that, then they have fear because that has to go.
But what about my fear is not of me dying, I'm becoming fearful of someone else dying. And that's what I'm afraid of. And I know that I have that, and then I see where my ego is in there because, I'll be like, just to make a long story short though, my deceased husband died, and I didn't realize that has stayed with me, and it's not of like me dying, it's like of my husband, and then I'm getting clearer. It's like the abandonment, but it's my ego, because it's like
attachment.
Leave me again, I'll be left again.
We see,
because he's been sick. He was sick.
Yes. So we see ourselves through others.
Okay.
And that's what others, then we identify with that. That is our attachment. So basically, I think in this book I have quite a bit about death, meditation practice. I have quite a lot, and all other books I might have short meditation on death. But Tibetan.
Meditating on that?
Meditation on that. Yes, there are just Tibetans focus quite a lot on death. They have bardo, they prepare. So entire life is to prepare how to die. The whole idea is, they wrote book, Tibetan Book of the Dead. Like you go through 49 days of soul travel and this. So whole idea is to learn that we are not the body, we are consciousness. We are never born, we are never die. Though we say it verbally, but when we experience that more, that all this is like going on, and that's difficult. So that's why it takes a long time, and fear of death goes away after one attains highest kind of samadhi, nirvid samadhi. But until then, to whatever extent you are non-attached, to that extent you have freedom. Okay.
And that's
so why do
freedom.
I'll just say, why do we fear death? I have some points in here. Meditation and then page 92. Okay. Why do we fear death? We fear death because we fear the unknown. That's one thing. Okay. A crazy man was, then other thing, there are several things why we fear. We fear death because we are losing what we are familiar with, our attachment, we are losing, we are hanging on to it. Death is because we have not lived properly, morally. So you see, I wish I have done this, I did this. So our guilt gives us fear. But if you have lived morally, you won't fear. But most common thing is unknown. Unknown, fear, because unknown, where would I go, nobody knows. So if one has more meditation, one has awareness who I am. And there are many meditation, I think, even in this book I have explained. Let's do simple meditation that would explain the point. Because it's unknown. We are so much used to our body. So body becomes us. So anything happening to the body, that means death. Because we consider body to be permanent, our health to be permanent. And anything happens, then it creates a fear of death.